Hey everyone, this is Becca Kephart with the Ladies of the Chains Disc Golf Podcast.
Kim Janola with Team MVP.
And Nova Polite from Team Ozone Discs.
And we're back to bring you the back nine of round two of the Waco Annual Charity Open. The front nine saw Sarah Hokom take 6 birdies to go along with a couple bogeys and a par. She currently leads our card, and she's playing along with Paige Pierce, Catrina Allen, and Lisa Fajkus.
The rest of the women have a little bit of catching up to do at this point. We're going to see them really go after it. Ooh, sponsor roulette.
I can't stand the tension.
Make your guess, and the winner is MVP. Do you know about MVP sports there, Kim?
I know a little bit about MVP.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So Sarah's worked her way up to a 3-stroke lead.
Catrina Allen on the tee on course hole 16. It's a par 4, 491 feet. Still on the back half of the course, which is the wooded and technical half. Sarah Hokom lining up a forehand driver. That needs a little bit more turn. And we'll have to see where that landed up.
Paige looking to stop the bleeding after the front nine.
Ooh. Another tough tree kick.
And Lisa Fajkus pops up a hyzer flip right up the middle. And that is going to fade nicely.
That's ideal.
Great drive from Lisa.
Paige throwing from the left-hand edge. The big hyzer catches some cabbage, gets knocked straight down. So flex forehand.
Ooh.
I saw what she was going for, but there was one tree. Sarah Hokom also lining up. The forehand skips, flashes the basket. That's hard to say what it rolled to. Probably sitting inside circle 1. And Lisa Fajkus checks up just nicely.
Beautiful flex around the tree. She's probably dropping in.
Paige looking to save her par. That should do. Catrina Allen also right under the basket. There's Lisa. Dead center, knocks it right in.
Great birdie there from Lisa. She played that hole really well. Got Sarah from the knee, making another one.
I could watch that nose down high putt all day. It's mesmerizing.
And nobody quite putts like Sarah.
Very true.
She definitely has a unique motion.
And Paige is in for her par.
Leaves her hand.
And Catrina Allen doesn't need to take off the backpack for that putt.
So after the first hole of the back nine, we've got 2 birdies and 2 pars. The ladies played that hole very well.
Course hole 17, par 3, 279 feet. Plays like 379 in these woods.
Oh my God.
Unless you can do that. Lisa Fajkus steps up, see if we can match that. And catches a little bit of trouble on the left-hand side. Catrina Allen. I heard it hit a tree. Paige Pierce, she's going to be coming at this with a putter all day.
So smooth.
Yep. Finds the line, settles inside circle 1.
That's a really good out. Gonna be a tough putt from there, but I think she can do it.
Oh. Just off the left side of the chains.
Paige Pierce in for the birdie.
It's a great birdie from Paige there.
Yeah, that's a great par save.
Absolutely.
After being in the woods on her off her drive.
Cat cleans up her bogey. And hey, now Sarah's going to get a chance to putt. What a drive. What a round for Sarah so far.
Yeah.
Yet another birdie for Sarah Hokom.
That makes 8, is that right?
Yep, 8 on the round so far.
I'm learning statistics. Hole 18, par 5, 609 feet. Paige Pierce gets a little high on that one, and it drops short. There's still time to work it out on this hole, though.
You can see our lead card struggling just a little bit, though that was a great throw from Lisa.
Good roll back down the hill. Give her a look on the fairway.
This played as the second hardest hole in round 2 for FPO.
Almost a full stroke over par on the average.
Again, like we've been saying on several of these holes, very narrow fairways. The lines are there, but they can be very hard to execute.
Once you get off the fairway, every single shot after that is a struggle. And you're constantly trying to write the path of the disc back onto the fairway, and some of the lines you have aren't the best.
Well, at this level, it's difficult to strike a balance between making a lot of progress down the fairway and not just going off the opposite side.
Absolutely, and it's so helpful to watch how these pros do that, because certainly most of us are going to find ourselves in similar situations where you got to decide, am I going to try to bite off a big chunk, or am I going to get back into the fairway safely and get myself a good shot after that? Ooh, and you see right there, Lisa trying to go for it, and unfortunately catches the tree pretty much right in front of her.
Wow.
Good shot there by Kat. She certainly got more distance than we've been seeing.
Oh no.
You can see they're going uphill as well. There's just a lot of things to navigate on this hole. You see the basket there. Good up by Catrina.
Yeah.
Paige is lining this up for a run, as she does. Just to the side, that'll be an easy comebacker.
That's a good up from the cabbage back there.
Absolutely.
Sarah Hokom, you can tell she really wants this one. A lot of concentration in her eyes. And it's in.
Look at that.
What a putt. And par on this has got to feel so good.
No shame in that whatsoever.
In fact, this is no longer a spoiler for where we're at, but there was just one birdie on the day. So shout out to Ellen Widboom for taking the only bird in round 2 on this very difficult hole.
Yeah.
You're going to get a stroke on the field. This is the place.
Paige gets her par there, and we're moving on.
Okay, back into the Open. Sarah Hokom lining up that big forehand line. If you can get around the trees to the left, it's a big skip up to the basket. Negates almost everything in the way. Paige Pierce takes the backhand line up the middle. That's rising up. It's going to need to get skinny, and it catches some cabbage and drops, I'm afraid.
Ooh, not the sidewalk.
Oh, that's a terrible roll. We'll have to see where that came down. Lisa Fajkus challenging those trees and finds one.
I'm kind of surprised she took the backhand line on that.
Catrina Allen's got a long way to go here to save par. And look at that roll. That is coming back nicely. She's going to have a look for her par.
And she's one of the few women in the pro game that actually throws rollers consistently. It's really nice to see it when it happens.
Paige Pierce with the slightly stable putter that doesn't look like it got as far back to the left as she would have liked. Sarah, get off the sidewalk. It's taunting us.
That is OB. Good up there by Lisa. She should be able to make that putt. A little bit of a half go there from Catrina, safely under the basket.
Sarah laying up as well. Perhaps a half go. From outside the circle, Paige.
Oh. So accustomed to seeing Paige put those in. The spit out like that is rare to see. It's always a shock.
Good par cleanup there from Lisa. And we have Catrina doing the same. Then we've got a bogey for Sarah and then par for Paige. And we're moving on. Sarah maintaining her four-stroke lead.
And we're back to course hole 2, par 3, 303 feet. The triple mando. You can hear Paige saying that she wants that to hyzer. And nobody knows if it's safe or out.
Ooh.
I'm not throwing that thing anymore. Keep grip lock.
And that's the thing about triple mandos.
Wait, the mando.
It can get into your head pretty easily. Even though they've got, a good gap there, it's still meant to make you think about it.
Oh, sure. 9 throws out of 10. You're going to be hitting that gap anyway. But when you put a frame around it, suddenly the eyes are going everywhere but where the disc actually needs to be. Lisa Fajkus pipes that up the middle. It just needs to settle down a little.
Okay. Yep. Waiting for no spotter. I'm like, who's that?
Sarah Hokom gets over pretty far on that forehand. That's going to need to come back. And there it is.
Yeah, she's going to have a great putt from there.
Still rolling a little bit, and it curls up just inside circle 1. Trina with the big skip.
Ooh.
Oh, sit down, sit down. Paige from outside.
There we go.
Big step putt, left side, but stays in.
It was almost the exact same spot on the change as the previous hole, but this time the chains just gripped it. Kept it in there.
Lisa Fajkus, just a little bit high, catches the halo. Cat from a knee, and now the left side chains say no. And Sarah's going to put that in all day for the birdie.
Look at that drive. What a great drive from Sarah. And on the day, there were only 2 birdies on this hole in the FPO field, and we just saw them. Catrina and Lisa are going to clean up, and we're going to move on here. It looks like Sarah has a 7-stroke lead.
This is hole 3, par 4, 558 feet, OB left and right. And you've got these sort of fence pipe obstacles as well as utility boxes to deal with.
We saw Paige have a crush of a drive on hole 1, and that one went even farther.
Being this deep into the round, it's got to feel good to be able to air one out like that. No trees, no triple mandos, just a lot of sky. Lisa Fajkus sends that right up the middle, avoids the dip in the fairway, and she's going to be looking good for her next shot.
Ooh, that's getting to the
Allen,
right.
oh, and that's not going to come back, I'm afraid. Found her spot along the fence. And that settles down. It's tied up against that utility box. We'll have to see if she's got to look over it. Lisa Fajkus gets that past the obstacles. She's now got an unobstructed look to the basket. Sarah Hokom lining up a forehand around everything. Is that going to stable up in time?
Yeah, she'll have a look.
Skipped right back towards the basket, looks like.
Paige Pierce lays a putter under the basket.
Easy to do when you had a drive like that. That was just an incredible drive from Paige.
Sarah?
On fire today.
What do you even say about a round like this so far?
I want one.
Great birdie there from Lisa as well.
A bit of a tester putt. Feels good to get the birdie on a longer putt like that.
Cat cleans up her bogey. And here comes Paige to clean up her very easy birdie. And we are moving on.
Course hole number 4, 585 feet. Paige Pierce gets that pretty far out there. I've never seen anyone get to that fence in the ladies' field.
Yesterday she was putting for eagle on this. I mean, it was a long look, but she was still running it. Just gotta marvel at how much power she can get out of her form.
Lisa Fajkus pipes a long hyzer flip right up the middle.
It's a great drive from Lisa there.
And Catrina Allen with the flex. A little bit farther to the left, but hold this long. That's still going to play. Lisa Fajkus is second. She's looking to skip up under the basket. Looks like she will have a putt there. Sarah Hokom, forehand as always. Oh, catches that tree. The one thing between her and the basket. Catrina Allen, a little bit of work left to do.
Certainly didn't quite get quite as far as she would have hoped on that upshot.
Sarah looking to save par, gets it just at the edge of circle 1 on the right-hand side. Here's Paige. Is she going to run the elevated basket?
Yeah, just like yesterday.
May as well.
I mean, if you have an eagle look, you gotta take it, right?
You gotta take the eagle look.
Looks like Cat cleans up her par. Paige for her birdie.
That's a good comeback considering how
Absolutely.
far her eagle attempt went behind the basket.
Absolute smash of a putt.
Another great putt from Lisa as well. She's starting to get dialed in and catch fire a little bit here. Oh,
Very unusual miss there.
Yep. 2 birdies on the day. We just saw both of them.
and we're moving into the last 2 holes of round 2.
Paige is on the tee box on course hole 5. It's par 4, 530 feet. That was a big unfortunate skip, and it goes out of bounds. Lisa Fajkus trying the forehand. And that's going to settle down just right. Catrina Allen also goes forehand. A little tight on the right, but she should have a nice look around to the basket. Sarah Hokom, looks like it turned over a little bit and fell short.
Oh, that's not coming
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, that is a gutsy play.
Yep.
Throwing the big forehand around that corner. The fairway fades away to OB so quickly.
Yeah, Hokom had a choice to make there, and she decided to make the aggressive play and try to run the green. That's a great forehand approach from Lisa.
A little bit of a turnover.
Yep, that's a great shot by Catrina.
It's never a good sound.
Nope.
Right out of the hand, she knew.
Even Paige Pierce sometimes goes OB twice in a row. Easy to do on this hole. Here's Sarah with her forehand approach.
Checks up against the barriers just fine.
Get it in the air.
Paige showing a little bit of frustration. This, again, for the second round in a row, played as the hardest hole for the FPO field.
I love how gutsy Lisa is on
Yep.
that. I mean, all kinds of things can go wrong on a putt that long, and she still ran it.
Lisa Fajkus lines up the comebacker. And just off again, the left side of the chains.
Again, this hole's late in the round. It's a very, very difficult to navigate hole. We saw no birdies for the women's field today. And a lot of trouble, a lot of big scores.
Well, despite how otherwise calm the wind has been today, the wind does funnel right down off of these bluffs on the river across this hole. You can see the flag whipping around just a little bit. Any kind of nose up on a putt, and it's going to get away from the basket and make for a tricky comebacker.
We're headed into the last hole of the round. A good par there for Catrina on our 17th hole.
On this last hole, it's par 4, 492, and the decision is, when do you take the water out of play?
See Catrina and Lisa both opting for that kind of safe hyzer shot right out in the middle of that landing zone. Expect Hokom to do the same.
That is going to need to sit before it hits for the OB. There's a good roll back down the hill.
And look at that roll. When it's your day, it's your day.
Can't buy that kind of luck.
Now we saw Paige go for it in the last round. It
Look at
certainly
that
looks
run
like-
up. She's going for it.
Yep.
Yep,
A little bit
straight
of
across, turned over a little bit. That's going to need to stable up.
And
And
made it.
heading for the other OB. That is a smash. Sarah forehanding across,
That looks
tracking
good.
for the basket.
Parked.
Well, at least I'm OB over there and not.
Oh, maybe not parked, but she's going to have a good look.
Lisa Fajkus snaps up a hyzer flip. That's coming out a little early, and that's going to be a bit long on the left. And Kat gets that nice and high, off to the right, looking for the big skip.
Up next on the tee.
Going to be, looks like between circle 1 and 2.
Here's Paige with another eagle run.
It's always fun to say another eagle run.
A little low there on Kat's birdie putt. Looks like she's going to go ahead and tap in her par to finish out her round.
This is not windy.
Another great run from Lisa, just a little bit high.
Paige in for par. Looks like her drive must have gone OB long. And Lisa Fajkus.
Did her drive go up long? I thought it...
Yeah, so it looks like the graphic was wrong there. Paige did take the
Yeah.
birdie. And that is going to wrap up our round 2 coverage of the Waco Annual Charity Open. Thank you to Terry Miller. Thank you to the Disc Golf Pro Tour. We'll see you next time.